the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
I'm TNT Don. I'm Mike the Explosive One. Let's crack into another one.
TNT.
Yo.
I'm sure you are familiar with Mr. Luigi Mangione.
Luigi with the squeegee.
Is that what he does?
Yeah.
Was he a window washer before he did all that?
He came up and cleaned up the situation now, didn't he?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So,
rest in peace to that man and condolences to his family.
So, I saw a post online that, are you familiar with the, I think it used to be a magazine, but now it's like a website, Wired. They do like tech news and like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like BuzzFeed.
I think it's a little different than that. I think they do like tech reviews and stuff too. Like they're not just like, what animal are you? What's your spirit guide? What's your mom? Yeah. So, but anyways, so I saw a thing. They posted the exact process of how to make a copycat version of an untraceable 9mm ghost gun that he had.
Okay, so like anarchist cookbook type stuff.
Yeah, but like straight up on the internet. So like, so they had that. It said, so armed with a shopping list and a credit card, we ordered everything we needed. A 3D printer, plastic filaments, and household products like epoxy were all just a few clicks away on sites like Lowe's or Amazon. And it said the more specialized components are available on sites that sell gun parts, not just the guns themselves.
Yeah.
It said that he ordered all of the parts, like $1,144.67 plus shipping, and that included the price of the 3D printer.
Okay.
So like, and then it spent 5 minutes showing the viewers how to print and assemble the process, and then he outsourced the assembly of the pistol to a different YouTuber to like put it together for him.
Okay, look, I can see how people could have an issue with this. I really can, but all of this information is on the internet already anyway.
Well, it's different if it's like you got to go to a forum and know the right place and whatever. It's different if like a mainstream like website like Wired is just like, oh, hey, here's how you build your gun.
I mean, I don't know if you have to go to like if you look it up, you could find it.
Yeah,
a little bit of digging.
Yeah,
who's going to Wired? Who's going? There?
So I'm sure somebody has a Wired subscription.
I'm just saying, brother, is that the anarchist cookbook is a thing, and that's like a book that teaches you how to like properly make Molotovs, how to make pipe bombs, how to just do some illegal ish essentially. But the information, not illegal. Knowledge is not illegal, Jonas. Knowledge is not illegal.
I mean, what do they say? Knowledge is power.
I mean, it definitely can be powerful if you're making fake guns to shoot people, but I wouldn't condone doing that.
It says here that Wired.com gets 25 million viewers a month on their website.
Okay, all right.
I mean, that's a little different than like how to make a 3D printed gun.com.
Yeah, I mean, but I know YouTubers and Twitch streamers that get more than that in a day, so I don't know what we're talking about here.
Would you ever 3D print a gun?
No, I don't really have a reason to.
I did. Just because you 3D print a gun, you got a reason to?
Yeah, you kind of got to have a reason to. Like it's an $1,100 investment, like you just said.
I mean, so, you could just go buy an $1,100 handgun that's registered in your name.
Yeah, if I want legally, if I wanted to do something like that, I kind of feel like you have to have a reason to want a ghost weapon. Like, what are we talking about here?
Like, what do you need? Yeah, why do you need an untraceable pistol?
You trying to kill ghosts? The f is we doing?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, man. It's really, and I guess, yeah, too, like, if you can't go buy a gun legally, then there's a reason for that. And you don't need to own a gun, probably.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of hassle to go through, like, setting up a 3D printer. There's a learning curve involved. Like, it's just a lot of hassle.
Yeah, like your first project's like, I'm going to buy a 3D printer and make a gun. Not like try to make little trinkets or dragons or anything, just straight to the weapons.
Yeah, frankly, my ops ain't worth it. They're just not worth the time investment, the money investment. My ops, they can just catch these hands, I guess. I'm serious. I ain't got time for all of that, man.
You ain't got time for ghost guns?
Yeah, how am I gonna settle a road rage dispute when I'm like, hold on, you wait 3 days until this is finished 3D printing, and then I'm gonna have one for your ass. Some hot plastic, like
some hot plastic.
I'm assuming that it shoots like plastic projectiles or something.
It shoots real bullets.
How does it shoot real bullets?
That's the thing. It's like a real gun.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
like it's not like, oh, haha, here's a pellet. It's a real ass bullet.
That's crazy, bro.
Because you put a few real gun parts in it. Like the casing of the gun is the plastic, but I think it still has the firing pin and the spring that like shoots the bullet out of it.
Oh,
like
okay.
so, it fires like a real gun. It's just like made out of plastic or filament or whatever instead of like steel.
I guess in my head I was picturing like a Fisher Price gun with like an orange tip that you ended up printing out.
Like when you used to get those yellow pellets in a thing, and you'd be like, poo, 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 poo.
Yeah,
And you'd like shoot them at your friends.
Maybe it just shot like, like hot plastic at them or something. It's like if you hit them in the right place, it'll knock them out.
It'll burn them.
Yeah.
It's just like getting hot plastic. Dude, this one time when I was younger, like I had a CO2 BB gun, and
Didn't we all, man?
and, right, exactly. One of the ones I had one of the rifles that you would like pump and then shoot, like the air pump ones, like the old school ones.
Sure.
You loaded in the tip. Then I had the handgun with like you put a little cartridge in or whatever, and then like one day, like me and my friend were messing around, like without BBs in it. We were like lighting a candle on the porch and like putting it out with the gun because it was CO2. Like we would like shoot the flame out, and somehow like wax got shot onto his face, like and he like hot wax like on his face from like
air pressure will. Blow
yeah.
stuff,
And it's like that's the reason that like 12-year-old kids shouldn't have CO2 BB guns. Just
because he got hot wax on his face. He probably just unlocked a fetish, man. He's fine.
he was like, I love this burn on my face from. I mean,
You never know what unlock, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
I mean, you're not wrong. But do you have any interest in 3D printing? Like, do you want a 3D printer? That's like one gadget that I haven't even really looked into yet.
I mean, look, I did see a TikTok where like they were 3D printing an entire house with like industrial 3D printer.
Oh, like that shit freaks me out. It's like it's like a steel 3D printer. Like what? How does that even work? Magnets, how do those work? Right?
I don't know, but it was like the way it did it. It like just kind of like layered it on. It kind of looked like I don't know, like layering like chocolate on top of each other almost, and it just kind of like went around the whole perimeter of the home, and it left enough room inside the walls for like wiring and plumbing. And they were like, within like 3 weeks, it can make an entire house. And they were saying like the difference in pricing versus using like standard materials was like tens of thousands of dollars cheaper. And the finished product, at least the one that I saw, on the TikTok, looked great. But
did they say what the price was for like the one they showed you?
I don't recall off the top of my head. It was a couple days ago that I saw it, but it did say it was tens of thousands more cheaper than a house that would be built out of standard materials and with standard labor. Because essentially all you do is you set the machine up and you walk away. That's what 3D printing is.
Well, right, yeah.
But for the most part, I feel like 3D printing is kind of just like useless. Like if you want to make like stupid knickknacks that you could find in like the Disney store or something, like
and that's where I've always landed, like because I'm like oh cool, like it's a new like tech thing, like I'd like to have one and mess around with it, but I'm like, what am I gonna create? Like I'm gonna be like, oh, it's a little dragon.
You can make a ball that goes up a cylinder and it looks like magic. You can make one of those.
Yeah, I can make a lightsaber that's gonna sit there.
No, just the handle.
Yeah,
just the handle.
Yeah, or I'm gonna make a cup.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some ingenious ones where I've seen like somebody 3D print like somebody who lost a hand. I saw somebody like print a 3D hand so that they could do some stuff. And there's some complex ones out there that you have to do, but those ones require like such a strong or advanced 3D printer where it's like you're not like
the $500 home version that you're about to buy, not the Xbox version. You need the Alienware version to get like that kind of stuff. So I don't know, man. Like I imagine at some point someday I'll have one, but like I don't see it being anytime in the near future because I'm like, what am I gonna make?
Don't you remember that story we did where they were 3D printing meat? Do you remember that?
Yes, that's what I want. Can I 3D print a steak?
That's what you want to 3D print some meat?
Can I 3D print a steak?
You a wild boy. Oh, I thought you were talking about a phallus. I'm like,
now,
brother,
get out of here. There's no phallus.
So
in
you
my
can
life.
feel the real thing in the bedroom?
Anyways,
you a wild boy.
Go to thecrazytown.com and subscribe for Jonas.
3D printed meat. TNT.
Oh, yeah.